that harmonium, or sorry, that piano that you're seeing, it's worth $1 million. It will be if we get popular. If you want to buy it, you can always contact us directly on our phone number, which is listed in
and
the.
and and it's as fake as the creativity coming out from Meghan Markle and Prince William. It's fake. You can see it. Yeah, it's fake.
All right, today I am Prince Harry, and this is the regular brown guy, which I am every single day. I had read few years ago, and I'm saying this online. I'm saying it, admitting in front of everybody, so I can't actually take it back as well. I have read Tendulkar's autobiography. I swear to God, I have slept through that autobiography so many times in the middle of the day, in the middle of the fucking travel, in the middle of driving, which I don't even do anymore. That's the reason. In the entire book of 500 odd pages, the only thing, there was only one revelation, and it was that Rahul Dravid is actually an asshole because he declared when I was in 194. I mean, that's the only thing he talked about, and which was also grossly incorrect because you are the asshole who always wanted to do everything for yourself. Okay, let's come back to the point, which is Harry. Prince Harry. This guy has done jack nothing. Tendulkar has actually scored 100 centuries, played cricket for 23 fucking years from decade 90, 80s, 90s, 20s, and noughties. People call it 2000s, called noughties, but people get confused why it's noughties. It's N-O, not N-A. But anyway, and finally retired in 2013, started 1989, and he had one revelation. Now, Prince Harry, who has done nothing in his life except being born from the vagina of Diana, who was also known as the town whore, who was also called a prostitute by her own mother. Then she stopped talking to her because, well, fair enough. Now, let's go back to Prince Harry. Just the few extracts. The book hasn't even come out yet. This guy got paid. This guy is talking about his sob story, right? Sob story. You know how much money he got paid for a book? For a book, everywhere bookstores are dying. Bookstores are dying in United States, everywhere. Nobody buys books anymore, right? It's like CDs. Nobody buys CDs, DVDs. Everybody just gets it on its podcasts and other things. This guy did not get $1 million.
Through
He
reels.
got 20 fucking $1 million down payment, and he can make even more money if this book becomes a mega deal, becomes a TV series. And as you're gonna talk about later on, some show that is very popular in India, that Harry might be coming in some room. Let's not reveal all the cards straight away, but I want to talk about a couple of things here which are not even there directly. Now, the things he talks about. Okay, he talks about his father. He talks who apparently carried a teddy bear all his life, has carried a teddy bear all his life wherever he goes. A teddy, a fucking teddy. Now that's already embarrassing enough, which people might or might not have known exactly. But now this guy writes about how his father carries a teddy everywhere, and now his father is in his 70s, right? And in fact, his father actually asked them, got them together, and stood in between them and looked at them and said in his English accent that, boy, please let me live my final years peacefully. Don't make him miserable. Okay, I'm going to give a couple more things to you before I actually put you in, and then I'm going to reveal more things which people already know. But this podcast, we want to make it in 15 minutes and put it out there. He talks about a frostbite that he got in North Pole. How is that relevant? You got a frostbite. So, what is the point of this thing? Now, he says my father showed interest when I mentioned that my ears and cheeks had burned due to the cold. I mean, why is this news? Why is it in the book? I have no idea. But then, other thing, which is very interesting, this should be in the book, and this is very intriguing. I killed 25 Taliban fighters in Afghanistan. He says, when I found myself plunged in the heat and confusion of combat, I didn't think of those 25 as human beings. They were chess pieces removed from the board. Bad people eliminated before they could kill good people. They are the good people. He's the good people. Let me tell you how good a people he is. At age 17, he lost a virginity to an older woman. He does not mention who that woman is, and he doesn't mention how older she is. She could be 90 fucking 5. It could be his own mother. It could be his own grandmother. But she said she treated him like a stallion, which is a horse, slapped him on the bum, took him behind a pub and the fields, and these guys did bang, 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 bang. And he called it an inglorious episode. He's taken cocaine. He said, I did coke and weed and had a bad trip of mushroom where a bin started talking to me. A dustbin started talking to him. Snorting cocaine several times, admitting to smoking cannabis at Eton, and experimenting with magic mushroom. These are real mushrooms, which is like LSD. His father used to joke with him that my father Charles would laugh and laugh, and though it was remarkably unfunny, he used to say that, I'm not even sure you are my son, and we're not even sure who your real father is, because your actual father was my mummy's former lovers. And as you know, she was a town whore, so God knows how many fathers were there. And he also told his father not to get married to Camilla because Aunt Camilla was just horrible, horrible person. But he got married anyway because obviously somebody's got to take care of the teddy. Now, these are few things. These like I don't even know where to start. What is this all about? There are still more revelations just in these two pieces of paper. And entire book, I don't know what will happen. I think they've already revealed everything, but I won't be surprised even more should coming out. But as one of the interviews, I was like one of the reviews I was listening to, and the woman was saying that if he had not revealed all this, why would they pay him 20 million? So he had to reveal. And also, by the way, Vikram, one last thing before I put you on. Right before the book got released, or books excerpt which deliberately got leaked, he has put out an interview with ITV that I want my father back, I want my family back, I want my brother back. And also, by the way, after he says, if I want my brother back, in the book, he says his brother beat the fuck out of him. He says,
Yeah.
after he called his wife, this is Harry's wife, he called Harry's wife, William called him, her difficult, rude, and abrasive. Trust me, that is a massive understatement. I don't even know this person, and she is a top bitch. Top horror. The moment she opens her mouth, I mean, like, what the fuck
Uh,
is wrong with this person? And she's obviously got voodoo on this guy because this guy is so stupid. Apparently, he's been talking to his mother's spirit. He says, my, and he went to some psychic for $20 psychic. He said, your
uh,
mother says you're living the life that she couldn't live. Oh, so
oh,
he is the town whore now? Like I don't understand what the fuck that even mean. Like now he's actually miserable. Is that the what life his mother wanted him to live? Because according to him, he's miserable. His wife is miserable, but nobody talks about him. And she wanted you to live. He's apparently has seen a leopard was sent to them as her mother's signal to him. This guy
I
is
think he's
fucking
still doing
insane, super
LSDs.
rich, and oh my God, the spare might. I'm not even sure you the spare. I am the double spare Prince Harry. Can you give me something on this thing? And apparently, this thing, he's wearing this Nazi uniform and saying
Yeah.
his brother and Catherine, who's the wife, asked him to wear it because he gave them a choice that should I wear this or should I wear another costume, and said, you take this, and they were laughing. Oh, that's also their fault because you chose, gave them two options. They said, you take this, and they were laughing. Of course, they're going to laugh, man. Oh my God, the only difference between you and I and Harry is that we were not born in this royal fuck up of a family that has talked about culture, but all they talk are vulture, vulture. My goodness,
So,
you keep getting rich and you just keep getting. Whew.
full disclosure, I don't care about the royal family, but I'm just loving this drama unfolding from last 3 years. All the drama of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry leaving the royal family and going to live solo, and all they are doing is milking their life which they have lived at the royal family and milking it to make money. I haven't seen them doing anything apart from that. They signed so many they made so many commitments, they signed so many contracts with Netflix. They were supposed to have a podcast on Spotify, god knows what else, and this book, and so much money has been thrown to them, and they have done jack shit. Nothing. They have done nothing apart from this book which has just come out, and it's just amusing. It's just amusing for a brown guy who has been taught from his school days that the Britishers have culture and they are the cultured people. They came to, even now, a lot of I think last year or something, some TV anchor was saying that when they ruled India, they made us culture more cultured and all that shit. And here you're seeing what happens behind the scenes, right? In the royal family, and only people are only interested in this because it's the royal family. Otherwise, this is any kid, who has lived his life, they go through all these things, the weed and the virginity and all those things.
Oh, not
So
everything.
I
They don't kill 25 Taliban fighters and their mama is not, town whore and other things. And their
but that
father
is
doesn't
that
hang
is
out with a
because
teddy bear.
he's
Yeah.
from royal family. He gets to go to the North Pole. A lot of people in
Oh, by the way, gets
people.
paid to go to the North Pole. He does
Yeah.
everything. I think even these guys even take a fucking dump and somebody pays them. I'm telling you.
So don't be surprised that if you see Prince Harry in the next Big Boss in India, because that will be that is something, because he'll do anything to get money. I mean, that's what they have been doing. So it won't be a big surprise if you see them in the next Big Boss, because apparently we have a lot of money. We our Baiju's sponsored the freaking World Cup. So
Yeah, they make
this is
fucking
not
two. Yeah, I've been seeing Byju's and their fucking losses are running into fucking thousands of crores. But I don't know what the fuck is going on. You're expecting Meghan Markle to come back as well? She was an actress, by the way. People have forgotten, for a very famous
she
show
was in
called
suits.
Suits. I
Suits,
had
yeah.
seen her there first, and she was a reasonable actor, to be honest. Except that her
Yeah,
person, oh my
she
god, she's not even black. I don't know what the fuck she keeps talking about. She's lighter than all our fucks.
they they're
She's
just
lighter than you and
milking
I,
they're just milking
and I'm lighter
everything
than
from
you.
day one. They're just milking everything from day one. They've played the victim card, the racism card, whatever cards are there. They have played all of them, and eventually, this what will happen is they will run out of all this milking, and that's why Harry said that he wants to go back to his family, because he would be, after 3 years, he would be he would be seeing the reality of
He's your age, so obviously we understand, right? After a while, you're not young enough. You just like, he's gonna be 40 in 3 years, and then, he just,
exactly,
go back to the
exactly.
family, live, reasonably, and his father is gonna be dead anyways. William's gonna probably become prince next. I don't know how the freaking thing order
And
works, but
it's just so amusing, as I said. And I have not seen what our friend Pierce Morgan has said, because he has been really critical about both of them. And yeah, it'll be fun few days. In fact, we actually wanted to read the book. Then we found out that it's 1,500 rupees for the Kindle edition, and if you want
oh,
to buy a
sweet
physical
mother
book,
of Jesus.
you have to pay 3,000 rupees. And yeah, I mean, I
But
don't.
don't worry, there'll be a fucking PDF somewhere, and I'll get it printed from. I live near North Campus, and they print fucking for 25 paisa. Like that's the rate,
So
25 paisa.
that's what that's what eventually will happen, because these people are not creatives, right? They are just in the right place. So they got paid so much money, and you have seen their podcast failed miserably. They had to cancel the podcast. They
They've
I
already
think
cancelled it. It was just out like 2 days ago or something.
not the I don't know, something got cancelled, either the podcast or the I think the Netflix show they were producing, they canned it because apparently it was not good, something like that. Something got cancelled. So once the book comes out and people actually read it, because right now we are just seeing the controversial parts, but I would really like to see, because it's apparently a very big book. So it will be interesting to see how many people actually read the whole book. So
Oh, they'll be
yeah.
just marking it all those things. I think you're right. I've just googled it. It says Meghan Markle's Spotify podcast. It was Meghan Markle, not the Harry's. Future unclear after the show's producer quits her role. Even the producer just ran away. I think, I mean, imagine, think about this. Think about this thing. Become okay. This podcast itself is gonna be at least succeed for like little bit because, as you say, people have the appetite for this thing. People want this masala right now, right? And the producer, if you're associated with something like this, that means you will not have a problem getting other things because everything is by association, right? People need to tags. If you go to Harvard, you become rich because you went to Harvard, and you'll always stay rich, right? Now, producer, I think all she was probably doing is listening to her speak. And by the way, I don't know if you've listened to her speak. I've listened to her speak for 3 minutes. I think I got fucking cancer, like a brain fucking cancer. Listen to this woman. Just listen to. Don't even listen to what she words are coming out. The voice. It is so fake. It's faker than fucking Oprah. It's faker than fucking. Who was the one first running against Hillary Clinton? And Hillary Clinton is the fakest fucking voice I've ever seen, and Meghan Markle is even faker. Oh my God, sweet Jesus, it was bad. So I think the producer just couldn't take it anymore. And also, by the way, her role. So producer was a woman. It's like this woman is worse than fucking Amber Heard. Okay. And by the way, I don't know if you read my latest article, and now some of my people who have read the articles, they're actually using that as an adjective, as a noun. I'm calling you, did you get Amber Hearded? So that means like your mother will it's like manipulating, right? It's called
Right.
manipulating. Somebody manipulates. So I'm calling it Amber Heard. So I was with my friend. She's like, oh, she was somebody who's trying to Amber Heard me, and I was like, because she was reading my article, I was like, because you read that Amber Hearded, he got Amber Hearded by somebody. So that's like manipulating in all these people. So that's pretty interesting. But I think this woman is right up there. I don't know whatever she's doing to him, but again, I've always maintained this thing. Even if somebody is doing jadoo tona on you, all the voodoo on you, because obviously this guy is very gullible and very rich, and I don't know, like he's lost less hair than his brother did because his brother has a bit of a comb over. And he's like, my just you're so rich, get some fucking thing going, man. Contact Antonio Conte and fucking Jurgen Klopp's fucking whoever
Or
wore in
Harsha
their hair.
Bhogle.
This they'll Harsha Bhogle, they did a brilliant job. Like, good. Even Chance has fucking hair, and he's the ugliest person ever on earth. Now, because these people are super rich. What is their problem? What is the end game for this thing? What will happen? Because we are podcasting now into 15 minutes. I've already promised everybody this will finish in 20 minutes. I have spoken enough. I just want to tell you one thing, one last thing, which I did not complete it completely because I realized that I went through very quickly. He said he called my wife difficult, rude, and abrasive. That's William calling Harry's wife rude, which is Meghan Markle, which is a massive understatement. This person is a super bitch. I landed, and he said I landed on the dog's bowl. I don't know. I mean, you can't even make this up. I landed on a dog's bowl which cracked. I don't know what kind of fucking dog's bowl was that. It cracked under my back and the pieces into me. Then I lay there for a while and I got up and I told him to get out. And later on, he came back and apologized to me, which was not revealed. I was listening to an interview, which is like not put in here. It's like obviously apologized to me and everything. And I want my brother back. Is there an end game to this thing? What will happen? This will keep coming out, or is this going to end up in another Big Boss and then back to England in Big Brother? Then will Harry ever speak? Apparently, Harry is not going to say anything. Sorry, William is not going to say anything because that's how it works. But
Right.
you can't,
No, I mean,
you sometimes what if all bets are off? Because if he goes too far and then all bets are off, and William says, you know what, you're gonna fucking put me into quicksand. I'm coming in with you. This is gonna be like mudslinging all the way, and we're just gonna enjoy it, right? And this while
no.
more we enjoy it, more these people are gonna get rich.
No, this people will forget it. I
Famous for
think.
being famous, right? Kardashian were famous for being famous, right? But I think
Yeah.
these people have actually taken it to another level.
No, I
Sorry, I
don't
let you
see. I
speak.
don't.
Three
Yeah,
minutes.
I was just saying that this is not going to last so long because, as I said, once the book actually comes out and people spend so much money and buy it, they will trash it because I mean the line which you just read, I don't want to read that. Like I don't care whether you like fall on a dog bowl or cat bowl. I don't care. Like no one cares, right? It's not. They're not. I mean, royal family people. I don't think people care much about royal family outside of the UK or whatever. So I really don't see this going for long. I think they have already milked it enough, and as I said, they have not been able to fulfill their commitments to Netflix and Spotify. So yeah, this book will fail miserably, and the publisher who is the publisher who spent so much money. It's like stupidity.
I think it's just they're just buying the rights overall, right? And also, it's like an investment. Bikram, like for example, this guy Spotify paid 100 million to straight away. Like obviously, must be installment overall 100 million to guess who? Joe Rogan, right? They're not going to make 100 millions out of this podcast. What they're saying, they put this tag in, and that means everybody will get attracted towards that. It's like honey trapping, like bigger level of honey
But
trapping. So when they put this in, they say they have this label is there, right? And then other things will come to them for far cheaper. So like people like us will take or we'll take the money cut. It's like when Akshay Khanna, nobody cares about Akshay Khanna. Fuck you. So Akshay Kumar, Priyanka Chopra, apparently who gets paid sometimes 1.8 cr for a single Instagram post. Okay, I don't even know where to start. 1.8 cr for posing. I mean, Jesus, people. So whenever you pay this Levi's or whatever they do, right? Who pays? We pay. Everybody else eventually ends up paying, right? So this will eventually they'll milk it for the rest of the time. And if the new people come in, new publishers, new authors want to come in, they will obviously pay them less money because they paid so much money to him. But they would want to get their books published with them because at least this publication house is known and they're just investing. This is an investment. Obviously, they're not going to make 20 million. But to be very honest, the way he's revealing, a lot of people will end up buying this book. Okay, so they're going to make some money out of this. I think there must be other ways to also make money, but over a very longer period of time, they will actually recover the money. And guess what? If there could be a fire back, come back from the Williams side, which is a big side, and you never know. I'm not
this
even
will
counting
that
out
will
Charles altogether.
no
40
that will
seconds to go.
never
Yeah. Hmm.
that will never happen. William will never come back because the royal family has been very secretive about everything. We never heard anything about Diana also from them. Sun will try to Sun publication, because they are the most notorious in, printing this kind of news. But I don't think the royal family will retort. And I just feel, because I think now Harry, whatever I've seen or whatever I read, I think Harry is not going to stay very long with Meghan Markle, because I just read that he went to UK last year and he almost made up his mind to not publish this book, but obviously he has been paid so much money, he has to publish it. So, but I just feel that now I think the charm is fading away, the voodoo magic is fading away, and it's just a matter of time that they will get separated, and Harry will be back.
All
I
right,
mean,
you heard
back.
it first here, and you're stealing my fucking lines, which I did not tell you, so we're not prepared. So it's fine. We've gone 40 minutes, 20 seconds over, but let me add another 20 seconds. They are definitely gonna divorce, which is gonna be another fucking bombshell, another fucking book from Meghan Markle telling how her life sucks, how Harry is the worst fucking person on earth. And he was still banging older women behind the bar in the barn, and still will not reveal their name. And she will accuse that was probably his mother. That's how it's gonna end. This is not gonna end. Their kids gonna grow up by the time they're gonna be like, oh, everybody, Uncle Harry, Uncle William, Catherine, Meghan Markle, whores, whores, whores of the highest order. And Charles is gonna die a miserable, miserable death. No matter what he said, please don't make my last years miserable. Guess what, sir? The die has already been cast. It's done and dusted. You're gone, brother. You're gone. Okay, it's back. All right. So on that note, let's see Harry in Big Boss house, and he's gonna win. I'm sure he's gonna make top three. He's gonna be just like that Kazakhstan person who's like super popular. My mother loves that
Yeah.
Kazakhstan little boy was 19, 17, whatever. He looks like 2 years old, but obviously he has become the favorite son of the entire country, according to my mother. At least I'm not sure how popular he is, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be. He looks pretty popular. I've seen him multiple times. So on that note, this is me, Prince Harry, not the real one, but just for today, and he's the regular brown guy and I'm the regular brown guy. And that harmonium, or sorry, that piano that you're seeing, it's worth $1 million. It will be if we get popular. If you want to buy it, you can always contact us directly on our phone number, which is listed in
and
the.
and and it's as fake as the creativity coming out from Meghan Markle and Prince William. It's fake. You can see it. Yeah, it's fake. So
All
anyone
right,
watching this, they can pay us $1 million.
all right.
It's good.
We love you, Mrs. This is Gav, my original name. This is Bikram, and we love you all. You can like and subscribe if you want more of this chutzpah or chuspa. Take care. We love our mothers and others too. Oh, that's Harry's line. Okay, take care. Have a good evening. The mother lovers, mummy. They call them mummy. I like that they call them mummy. It's like we have
Yeah.
copied everything from England. All right.